Welcome back to the Armory, where we are nearing tip-off of tonight's men's game. The Bismarck State College Mystics are hosting the North Dakota State College of Science Wildcats. I'm Jimmy Adams, and wherever you are watching at bscmystics.com, we're glad you're with us. Earlier, the Mystics women lost to the Royals from Lake Region State College 75-57. Now let's take a look at these two men's teams. The Wildcats come into this game with an overall record of 12 wins and 1 loss, 5-1, and in second place in the Mondac. They are tops in the Mondac in terms of shooting percentage at 49.1% from the floor. Their leading scorer is sophomore Peyton Newbern from New Hope, Minnesota. He averages 14.1 points per game. That is 11th best in the Mondac. He also leads the Mondac in steals with 33 steals in 13 games. Sophomore Calvin Sisk from Buffalo, Minnesota is the team leader in rebounds, averaging 7.8, which is 5th in the Mondac. He also leads the conference in blocks with 31 in 13 games. They're coming off a 72-50 win at home over Williston State Sunday. Sophomore Aaron Williams from Missouri City, Texas, led all scorers in the game with 17. Calvin Sisk grabbed 11 of the team's 44 rebounds. The Mystics come in with an overall record of 4 wins and 6 losses, 1-5, and in 7th place in the Mondac. They are the second best shooting team in the Mondac at an even 49% from the floor. They are the second highest scoring team at just over 85.5 points per game. Freshman Isaiah Davis from St. Paul, Minnesota is the leading scorer at 17.5 points per game, which is 6th in the Mondac. They are coming off a 184 win here Monday night against United Tribes. Sophomore Anthony Petrucci from Orlando, Florida, and freshman Kenneth Bozeman from Dayton, Ohio, who played off the bench. Each scored 18 points to lead the team. Freshman Hussein Emarghi from Cairo, Egypt, had a double-double with 15 points and 10 rebounds. The pregame clock is near 0, so let's join public address announcer Russ Ziegler for our starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Bismarck State Armory on the beautiful campus of Bismarck State College. Tonight, your Bismarck State Mystics men's basketball team is hosting the NDSCS Wildcats. On behalf of the president of Bismarck State College, Dr. Doug Jensen, and the rest of the Bismarck State family, we would like to welcome you to tonight's basketball game. Bismarck State College Mondac Athletic Conference and the NJCAA promotes good sportsmanship by its student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, derogatory, sexist, or racist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the facility. The officials for tonight's contest is Trev Zier, Justin Puritan, and Brady Weber. We would like to thank Sanford Orthopedics and Sports Medicine for being our official sports medicine provider. With us tonight is athletic trainer Shayna Weigel. Now it's time for your starting lineups. First, for the visitors on the scoreboard, the NDSCS Wildcats. Starting at a guard from New Hope, Minnesota, 6'4" sophomore, number 1, Peyton Newbern. At a guard from West Fargo, North Dakota, 6'3" sophomore, number 11, Caleb Larson. At a forward from Minneapolis, Minnesota, 6'5" sophomore, number 24, Datavius Frierson. At a power forward from the United Kingdom, 6'7" sophomore, number 33, Connell Parnell. And playing center from Buffalo, Minnesota, 7'2" sophomore, number 35, Calvin Sisk. Head coach for the Wildcats is Stu Engen and assisted by Brad Shaw. And now let's make some noise for your Bismarck State College Mystics! Starting at a guard from Bismarck, North Dakota, 6'1" sophomore, number 1, Garrett Bader. At a guard from Fargo, North Dakota, 5'10" freshman, number 11, Raymond Brown. At a forward from St. Paul, Minnesota, 6'6" sophomore, number 12, Isaiah Davis. At a forward from Cairo, Egypt, 6'8" freshman, number 13, Hussein Elmargi. And at a guard from Orlando, Florida, 6'4" sophomore, number 15, Anthony Bertucci. The Bismarck State College head coach is Kevin Rice and is assisted by Andrew Duncan.
Okay, we're ready to get this men's game underway. Jimmy Adams with you here at the Armory. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. The Mystics are out in the court. The Wildcats are still in their huddle. And now they're breaking. And I am thinking that Calvin Sisk will go to center court, and indeed. And he will face Isaiah Davis for the opening tip. 7'2", Calvin Sisk from Buffalo, Minnesota. 6'6", Isaiah Davis from St. Paul, Minnesota. Calvin Sisk, the Mondak leader in blocks per game, and we can see why. The opening tip is controlled by the Wildcats. We're underway. Sit back, relax, enjoy the game. This is Peyton Newbern. Inside to Sisk. And Raymond Brown with that rebound. Raymond Brown is third in the Mondak in steals. Brown bounce pass inside of Margie. Bader. Bertucci for three. Off the mark. And that is rebounded by Datavius Frierson, that is, inside to Sisk. And we have a foul called.
Number 15, Bertucci.
Anthony Bertucci just picked up his first personal, and that's the first team foul. Gives him to Caleb Larson. Newbern, the team's leading scorer, misses, and Brown has another rebound. Bertucci inside of Gamargi. Isaiah Davis, and that is swatted away by Calvin Sisk, the Mondak leader in blocks. Mystics will inbound with 10 on the shot clock. Garrett Bader. Air miss to Raymond Brown. He comes up with it. Pull-up jumper. Yes, got the friendly bounce on it. And the Mystics take a 2-0 lead on our Buffalo Wild Wings scoreboard. Newbern jumps off, tried to get it to Sisk, and it's taken by Bertucci. Jump off to Bader for three. Off the mark. And that's rebounded by Connell Parnell from the United Kingdom. And Calvin Sisk was there to take care of that rebound and put back. Oh, good ball movement there. But Isaiah Davis traveled. Peyton Newbern. This is Frierson. Connell Parnell couldn't get it to fall. Isaiah Davis the rebound. Back comes the Mystics. Bounce pass to Bader. Up off the glass and in. Good teamwork by the Mystics. Caleb Larson. Shot clock at 10, Newbern. Dump off inside, and that looked easy for Datavius Frierson. Frierson, a sophomore from Minneapolis. He is 8th in the Mondack in shooting percentage at just under 56%. And there's a steal. Newbern. Looks like Bertucci stepped on the sideline in front of the Wildcats bench. As we look at the replay of that basket by Newbern. Frierson. Newbern. Bozeman had position, but he got it over to Sisk. And Bertucci can't handle it, and now Raymond Brown intercepts. Bader for three, swish. Mystics within one, 8-7 to Wildcats. Sisk, triple teamed. We have a 30-second timeout called by the Mystics. We'll keep it here. This game will be the last conference game played in 2023. All of the other conference teams have played 7 conference games, and after tonight, the Wildcats and Mystics will have the first 1/3 of their Mondack schedule behind them. All of the teams will play 2 against every conference opponent in 2024. The number 7 Mystics against the number 2 Wildcats here tonight. Only one other Mondack team in action tonight up in Bottineau. DeCulloch College of Bottineau is hosting the JV team from Dickinson State. So that will have absolutely no effect on conference standings. This game is the only one that will have any kind of impact as we look ahead to 2024. Gavin Strand gets it inside to Margie, inside to Bozeman, off the glass, yes! Good teamwork by the Mystics. Bozeman, a freshman from Dayton, Ohio, always plays off the bench, but he has played in every game. And Sisk is fouled as he puts that in. Bozeman has picked up his first personal, team foul number 2. Calvin Sisk is 16 of 46 at the line coming into this game. Bozeman looking to pass it off, rather. Gavin Strand. Bader. Emargi, well defended by the Wildcats. And he got it off in time. Man, Sisk made it difficult along with Parnell. Parnell. Frierson is fouled. Don't check that. It went out of bounds. There was no foul called. My bad. Mystics looking to build on a 1-point lead. Brown. Bozeman. Strand. Strand is not afraid to take a 3. Neither is Bozeman. Elmargi. 5 to shoot. Strand got the airmailed pass off the glass, couldn't get the friendly bounce on it. Back come the Wildcats. Sisk can't get it to go. Raymond Brown comes up with it. Bader open for 3. Off the mark, rebounded by Frierson. Wildcats looking to retake the lead. Larson. Frierson can't get it to go. Siska's there to take. Oh, he couldn't get his in. Wow. Newbern. And he gets it to go. Newbern, the sophomore from New Hope, Minnesota, the team's leading scorer. 11th in the Mondack in that department. And the off-target pass led Bader too much. We have a media timeout. We will take this with them. Back after this.
So you like operating heavy equipment, technology, and being outside? You work hard, but now you want the training to get into a high-demand, good-paying job in agriculture, and you want to do it fast. The Custom Applicator program at Bismarck State College is an online 8-week training that gets you the skills you need to get into the field quickly. BSC has the money to help cover your costs. Now is the time. Visit bismarckstate.edu/custom applicator to get started today.
Jimmy Adams back with you at the Armory for the men's game tonight. The Wildcats of North Dakota State College of Science have a 1-point lead on the Mystics here. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. With 13:02 remaining in the first half, Calvin Sisk is the game's leading scorer with 6 points for the Wildcats. And Garrett Bader leads the Mystics with 5 points. Aaron Williams, a sophomore from Missouri City, Texas. It's in the game now for the Wildcats. He just inbounded to Peyton Newbern. Williams, pull up. Short, and Omargi the rebound. Strand, rather, a long three, swish. Gavin Strand, a sophomore from Rapid City, South Dakota. Shoots threes at just over 38%. Williams. Newbern puts the move on Bader. And Bettis came up with a loose ball and got it to Newbern, who put it in. And we are locked up at 14 on our Buffalo Wild Wings scoreboard as we approach the midpoint of the first half. Omargi. Well defended by Parnell. Khalif Bettis into the game now. Parnell can't get his three to go. Gavin Strand grabs the rebound. Another long three for Strand. Just a little off the mark. And Parnell the rebound. Aaron Williams is fouled. Raymond Brown. No, excuse me. Omargi is called for the foul. That's Omargi's first, team's third. No fouls called yet on the Wildcats. Newbern moves on Strand. And Newbern will go to the line to shoot two. Gavin Strand called for his first personal, fourth team foul. Newman shoots free throws just under 63%. 27 of 43 coming in. And helped us average there. Bozeman for three. A little off the mark. Davis the rebound. Can't get it to go. And the Wildcats with some great defense there. Parnell will drive it in. Defended by Davis. And wide open for three was Aaron Williams, and it went in and out. Went out of bounds off the Mystics. So the Wildcats with another shot here. Khalif Bettis hasn't knocked away, but he's fouled by Alex Proctor. Alex Proctor, a freshman from Marlboro, Maryland, in the game now for the Mystics. Picks up his first. That's team foul number 5. Still no fouls called to this point on the Wildcats. Parnell. Shot clock at 5. And Bettis is fouled trying to go to the basket. And Alex Proctor called for another quick foul. Khalif Bettis is 7 of 7 at the line coming in. A freshman from Apple Valley, Minnesota. Bettis remains perfect and gives his team a 4-point lead as we've hit the midpoint of the first half. Oh, and that is intercepted by Bettis. Back come the Wildcats. Caleb Lawson, a sophomore from West Fargo with that three-pointer. Bettis called for his first personal, and that is the team's first. Bertucci to Davis. His three is too strong, and it goes right down to Bettis. Calvin Sis tried to save it to no avail. Wildcats will build a 7-point lead. Bertucci's double teamed, and that is picked off by Sisk. And that was disrupted, but Jerron Ingram recovered from it. And now Bozeman ends up with that rebound. Isaiah Davis is fouled. Aaron Williams and Caleb Lawson there tried to sandwich him. It was on Aaron Williams. That's his first, team second. And the inbound pass was tipped by Bettis, and the Wildcats come up with it. Aaron Williams, pull up. Can't get it to go. Sis couldn't bring it in rebound, but Williams ends up with it. Ten to shoot. Larson runs on Bozeman, dumps off to Williams. His three is short. Davis the rebound. To Bader. Oh, that's goaltending. Sis couldn't get that block. Good teamwork by the Mystics. And they get the two out of it. Clearly a goaltend there. Bounce pass inside to Sisk. Defended by Bozeman, but Six traveled. Good job by Bozeman as he gave up a good 5 inches there. Make that 7 inches. Bader drives it. Bounce pass to Davis. There's contact, and then it is a blocking foul called. Bettis was close to being in the arc. Davis, a 55.6% free throw shooter, 15 of 27 coming in. That foul was the second call on Bettis. And my bad, there were no free throws granted here. Deemed foul before the shot. Gavin Strand has the run for it. Bertucci, spin move, and in. Good work by the sophomore from Orlando, Florida. Williams, guarded by Bertucci. Parnell, moving on Strand. Good patience, and it paid off. Strand, fake the three. Bader, Bertucci. Inside the Strand to Bozeman. They've got to get it off. His underhand layup goes over. And actually, there was almost 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Good defense by the Wildcats on that trip this end of the court. Jaquan Ingram for three. Ingram, a freshman from Anderson, Indiana. Wildcats have built an 8-point lead. Bertucci got the friendly bounce off the heel of the rim. Sisk moving on Bozeman. Isaiah Davis for three. Strand got the rebound, tried to knock it to Bader, and Bader wasn't ready for it.
Checks in for the Mystics. Checking in for the Wildcats, number 1, Newberg. Media.
We have a media timeout. We will take it with them.
My experience taking classes online has been very beneficial. All the professors here on campus are really easy to work with. If someone's thinking about doing instrumentation control, do it sooner than later. Don't put it off. It's definitely something you won't regret. If someone's considering a BSc, I would tell them there again, do it. The faculty's awesome here. The students are great. The professors, they're quick to get back to you. They explain things very well.
when there's nothing you'd rather be doing than being yourself. Bismarck State College. Discover the next version of you.
Jimmy Adams back with you at the Armory. 5:57 remaining until halftime. The Wildcats lead the Mystics 28-20. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. Peyton Newbern and Calvin Sisk each have 8 points for the Wildcats to lead that team. Garrett Bader leading the Mystics with 7 points. Coming out of the media timeout, the Wildcats will have possession and look to build a double-digit lead here in the early going. Parnell drives on Gavin Thigh. Larson. Frierson. 10 to shoot. And that 3 ball by Jaquan Ingram's a little strong. Back comes Bertucci. Elmargi. Gavin Thigh. Ten to shoot. Elmargi coming by Parnell. Bounce pass into Bozeman. Is fade away. Yes! Good patience and movement by the Mystics. Parnell, swish. They don't mind trading a 2 for 3. Some shifting is being shown there by Thigh. Elmargi, his spin move. Well defended by Parnell. Newbern, bounce pass over to Frierson. And Bozeman the rebound. Bozeman drives and has it knocked away, but he was the last one to touch it. Parnell disrupting that play. And it looks like we have a moisture issue, and usually they have towels at the end of the court stuffed up in those cushions up against the wall. There's in the middle of your screen there, part of our volleyball team. They're regulars in that section of the reserve seats. Newbern. This is Jeremiah Thornton in the game now. Get it back to Newbern, who put it in. Gavin Thigh driving his way into the lane through the big guys. Foul call on Jeremiah Thornton, a freshman from Burnsville, Minnesota. That's his first, team's fourth. And we have a 30-second timeout called by the Mystics. Buffalo Wild Wings has deals on deals on deals, like $5 All-American Burger Mondays, buy one, get one half off Wing Tuesday, and buy one, get one free boneless Thursdays, and 3-inch tall wild herds every day. With all these deals, it's a win-win only at Buffalo Wild Wings, the greatest of all time. (33-22) Wildcats, an 11-point lead. 3:52 remaining until halftime. Number 7 Mystics against number 2 Wildcats. The Wildcats are the top team in the MONDAC in terms of shooting percentage, 49.1%. The Mystics right behind at an even 49% from the floor. The Mystics are the third best three-point shooting team in the MONDAC and the second highest scoring. Bader to Margie. Thigh. And we have a foul called. No, that's from Thornton. That's his second quick one. And indeed, it's called on Jeremiah Thornton. It's team foul number 5. Bertucci guarded by Larson. Drives it in and gets the friendly bounce on that rim, or roll rather. Pulls the Mystics to within 9. Ingram. Newbern. Drives it in. And Davis had position, but Newbern got the better of it. Three minutes left till halftime. Five will try a 3. And that's an air ball, goes right down to Peyton Newbern. Parnell. Newbern will drive it, spin to Parnell. Back to Parnell, a long straightaway 3 off the rim. Bertucci gets the rebound. Coast to coast, as blocked by Parnell. And that was Thornton getting the better of that one. A foul called here on Caleb Larson. That's his first. Team foul number 6, and now both teams with 16 fouls.
Strand checks in for the Mystics.
Bertucci spins on Larson. Yes. Ingram. Parnell. Bounce pass inside to Thornton, but he threw it over the rim. Caleb Larson tried to go for it. It's knocked out of bounds. And it did go off the Mystics. Parnell finishes. And that's a 13-point lead for the Wildcats. That's their biggest of the game. Bertucci drives in, dumps off to Margie, a little short, rebounded by Larson. Thornton. And Margie had position. Thornton got the better of it. Strand, a 3 in and out. Davis the rebound. And he puts it in for 2. Wildcats can take the last shot. 10 seconds. And we have a foul called. It looks like it's going to be on Davis. Indeed. That's the first on Davis. And team foul number 7.
Checking in for the Mystics, number 21, Bozeman. Also number 11, Brown.
How often do we see that? Sitting in the stands watching the phone. Newbern will try to put it back to a 15-point lead. And then the Mystics will have a chance to get a basket before the end of the first half. Bertucci drives it. Can't get the friendly bounce, and that's how the half will end. The Wildcats lead it by 15, 43-28 on our Buffalo Wild Wings scoreboard. But have a good one going, folks. See you on the other side of the halftime break. Jimmy Adams back with you at the Armory as we prepare to start the second half. The Wildcats lead the Mystics 43-28. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. Our first half stats, shooting, the Wildcats were 17 of 37 from the floor, 45.9%, 3 of 11 from three-point range, 27.3%, and 6 for 7 at the free throw line, 85.7%. Peyton Newbern led all scorers in the game with 14, Calvin Sisk with 8, Connell Parnell with 7, Jeremiah Thornton with 4 off the bench, Caleb Lawson with 3, Jaquan Ingram, that is, 3 points off the bench, Datavius Frierson with 2 points, and Khalif Bettis with 2 points off the bench. The Mystics were 13 of 32 from the floor, 40.6%, 2 of 11 from three-point range, 18.2%, so both teams shooting below their average for 3 points. Anthony Bertucci led the Mystics with 8 points, Garrett Bader 7, Kenneth Bozeman 4 points off the bench, Gavin Strand with 3 off the bench, Raymond Brown with 2, Hussein Omargi with 2, and Isaiah Davis, the team's leading scorer, was held to 2 points. The Wildcats won the rebounding battle by 2, 18-16. Offensive rebounds, also a 2-point difference, 6-4 in favor of the Wildcats. Calvin Sisk and Connell Parnell each had 4 rebounds for the Wildcats. Isaiah Davis led the Mystics with 4 rebounds. Fouls, Khalif Bettis and Jeremiah Thornton for the Wildcats each picked up 2. Caleb Larson and Aaron Williams Jr. each had 1 for the Wildcats. Alex Proctor picked up 2 for the Mystics. Isaiah Davis, Hussein Omargi, Anthony Bertucci, Gavin Strand, and Kenneth Bozeman each picked up 1 personal foul for the Mystics. So no one in any real foul trouble yet. Only 3 players in the game with 2 personal fouls. The teams are taking the court for the second half. The Mystics will begin it with the possession. We're underway in the second half. Mystics looking to begin cutting into this 15-point deficit. Davis into Omargi. And it was tipped by a Wildcat player. Bertucci, Omargi. 10 to shoot. Omargi drives in on Sisk. Loses the handle. Brown, fade away, yes! Good work there by Brown as the shot clock was winding down. Brown, a freshman from Fargo, North Dakota. Frierson, Newbern. Davis the rebound, that will help. Coast to coast, but couldn't get it to go in, a little short. Newbern drives on Omargi and puts it in. Brown, Bertucci drives the baseline, he's fouled. Oh, my bad, he stepped on the end line. That will not help. And Raymond Brown has just been called for a foul. That's his first, team's first. Frierson. Larson. Newbern for three. In and out. Tough break there for Newbern. Isaiah Davis brings it up. Davis. Oh, nice move, but he had a little too much on it. Newbern gets the rebound. And that three attempt by Larson's in and out. But Frierson is there to take care of the business. And it's a 17-point Wildcats lead. Shot clock at 10. Bertucci will try a three. A little short. Rebounded by Larson. Frierson inside to Sisk. Defended by Omargi. And Sisk traveled. Good work by Omargi disrupting that. As we watch down the replay. Raymond Brown there giving some assistance. Bertucci to Omargi, who will try a three. Oh, the freshman from Cairo, Egypt, just a little off. Newbern, a little too much on it. Bertucci the rebound. Davis. Nice defense there by Parnell. And Larson ends up with that. Frierson, an offensive foul as he pushed into Raymond Brown.
Number 24, Frierson, his first.
That's the first one, Frierson, and the team's first.
Checking in is number 3, Williams.
Davis, spin move, fade away, yes! Nice work by Davis, the sophomore from St. Paul, Minnesota. Second in the Mondack in field goal percentage, just under 59.5. Sisk guarded by Omargi, but Sisk got it over. Davis fade away, yes! Timeout called by the Wildcats. I have not seen the signal. It is a full timeout. We will take it with them.
Set your future in motion. With Bismarck State College dual credit classes taken at your high school and tuition that gets you there, you'll save time, money, and get a jump start on your degree.
you've got grit. Now get the skills to drive powerful machinery with a one-year heavy equipment operator degree from Bismarck State College. Get out of the classroom and into the dirt with a polytechnic education from BSC. With industry-driven training, you'll get hands-on experience with equipment like bulldozers, excavators, cranes, and more. Save thousands with our affordable tuition and jumpstart your high-paying career in this in-demand field. Bismarck State College, skills that get you there. Learn more at bismarckstate.edu/HEO.
Jimmy Adams with you back at the Armory. 15-12 remaining second half. The Wildcats lead the Mystics 49-34. And we'll look to add to that. Bounce best inside of Frierson to Sisk. Oh, almost missed it, but it fell in. Davis went between two defenders. This is a whistle. Datavius Frierson called for his second personal. And that's team foul number 2 on the Wildcats. Bader, Bozeman. Fade away by Bozeman. Oh, got the friendly bounce on that one. With the shot clock winding down. Thornton for 3. In and out. Bertucci the rebound. Bader comes with the tip pass and stepped on the end line. Sisk on Amaragi. And Bertucci another rebound. And we have a whistle away from the ball. Aaron Williams has been called for his second personal. Team foul number 3. Bozeman for 3. Off the mark. Sisk the rebound. Ingram for 3. Swish. Gives the Wildcats an 18-point lead. Moving in 13 minutes, inside 13 minutes left, second half. Brown, Bozeman. Shot clock at 10. He's double teamed. Fade away. Oh, just couldn't get it to go in that time. Ingram can't answer. Bader the rebound. Brown will try a 3. Swish. Sisk got it by Morgan Bozeman. That's knocked out of bounds by Sisk. So replay of that 3 by Brown. We have a timeout call by the Mystics. Zero motor vehicle fatalities, zero excuses. We can do it if we all buckle up. Every seat, every trip, every time. This message is brought to you by the Vision Zero partners, the North Dakota Department of Transportation, and the North Dakota Association of Counties. Vision Zero, zero fatalities, zero excuses. Let's take a look at what's coming up for the Wildcats, that is, in the near future. This coming Friday, they will be hosting Dakota County Technical College at 7 p.m. Then they will be off before playing in a tournament at Dakota County Tech the last weekend of the year. On Friday the 29th, they will play Rochester Community and Technical College. And on Saturday, we'll play Anoka Ramsey Community College from Coon Rapids, Minnesota. Then they will be able to get home for New Year's Eve before getting back to action on January the 10th when they host United Tribes on January 10th. The Mystics are going to have a more active December. I'll touch on that later on. .11:47 remaining second half. Wildcats hold a 54-39 lead. The Mystics need to start getting some points and getting some stops. A victory by the Wildcats leaves them alone in second place with the first 1/3 of the Mondack schedule behind them. A loss would drop them into a tie with Miles Community College for second place. Bozeman tried to get in outside of Davis and misfired, and right to Datavius Ferguson. But Bozeman got a block, and here's Davis in. Thornton couldn't get around Bozeman. Siska's there, and he's fouled. The foul's on Alex Proctor. That's his third. Team second.
Checks in for the Wildcats.
And the sophomore from Buffalo, Minnesota, helping his free throw average here tonight. He was shooting just under 35% coming in. Proctor. Strand, 10 to shoot. Bozeman drives it in, dumps it off to Davis, and it's a whistle. And it looks like they've called an offensive foul. Kenneth Bozeman called for his second personal, and now each team now with 3 fouls. As we have another moisture issue down there. Anthony Petrucci and Isaiah Davis now with 8 points for the Mystics. Peyton Newbern leading the Wildcats with 16. Calvin Sisk right behind with 14. Frierson. Shot clock at 10, moving in on Brown. Spin move. Brown and Bozeman disrupted it enough, he missed it. Brown drives it in. Proctor was able to save it. Shot clock at 5. Davis, spin, fade away, off the rim. That will not help the cause. Parnell faked the 3. Shot clock at 10. Ingram, and it's picked up by Raymond Brown. Aaron Williams is in the way. Alley-oop over to Isaiah Davis. But now a fast break at the other rim. Parnell is fouled by Bozeman. Here's a replay of that alley-oop at the Mystics' end. Brown to Davis. Nothing Williams could do about it. The foul is called on Bozeman. That's his 3rd. Team's 4th. Parnell, a 75% free throw shooter, 12 of 16 coming in. The sophomore from the United Kingdom. Hopefully he has family and friends watching over there across the Atlantic. Wherever you are watching on bscmystics.com, we're glad you're with us. Bounce pass inside the Strand. Yes! Parnell. Williams. Williams is fouled. Raymond Brown has picked up his 2nd personal. Team foul number 5. Newbern showing some shiftiness. Can't finish. Bozeman comes up with it. Davis with 6th strike there. Yes! Good move by Davis. Mystics has cut it to 11. Need to keep it going. Parnell guarded by Brown. And he got it up between Brown and Bozeman. Bader for 3, yes. No, excuse me, that is Gavin Strand. The sophomore from Rapid City. Newbern can't finish. Davis the rebound. Davis can't finish. Sisk the rebound. With 6 to shoot, Parnell buries it. There was that 3 by Parnell, making it back to a 13-point lead. We have a full timeout. We'll take it with them.
So you like operating heavy equipment, technology, and being outside? You work hard, but now you want the training to get into a high-demand, good-paying job in agriculture, and you want to do it fast. The Custom Applicator program at Bismarck State College is an online 8-week training that gets you the skills you need to get into the field quickly. BSC has the money to help cover your costs. Now is the time. Visit bismarckstate.edu/custom applicator to get started today.
Jimmy Adams back with you at the Armory. 7:06 remaining second half. The Wildcats have a 13-point lead on the Mystics as we are finishing off the media timeout. Here, Cotton Eye Joe playing on the PA system. A couple of young ladies were here beside me doing the Cotton Eye Joe. It's fun stuff to watch. Mystics need to start cutting into a 13-point deficit. Strand tried to get it inside to Bozeman, and Sisk knocked it away. Newbern. Parnell. 10 to shoot. Caleb Lawson can't sink it. Raymond Brown the rebound. Proctor. Davis a three. Oh, just off the rim. Parnell the rebound. Parnell. Shot clock at 10. Newbern drives it in on Proctor. Parnell. Success. Got him over Raymond Brown. Distinct height advantage. Parnell 6'7". Brown 5'10". Gavin Strand sinks the three. Parnell tried to get to Sisk. Knocked out of bounds by Bozeman. Here's that three ball by Gavin Strand. Sisk around Bertucci and Bozeman. Time becoming a real factor for the Mystics now as we approach the 5-minute mark. We move inside of it. Bader tried to bounce past to Bozeman. He's fouled by Sisk. That's the first on Sisk. Team foul number 4. Strand fakes a long three now. Pull up for 2. Yes. Parnell. Lawson got up by Strand. Frierson. Shot clock at 10. Sisk has it and doesn't get it off in time. In fact, he traveled, but that shot was not taken in time anyway. Proctor drives it in. He's fouled. Peyton Newbern called for his first personal. Team foul number 5. Alex Proctor at the line, where he's 19 of 30 coming in. A little under 63.5%. And it helps his average. We have a full timeout taken by the Mystics. And we'll take this one with them.
My experience taking classes online has been very beneficial. All the professors here on campus are really easy to work with. If someone's thinking about doing instrumentation control, do it sooner than later. Don't put it off. It's definitely something you won't regret. If someone's considering a BSc, I would tell them there again, do it. The faculty's awesome here. The students are great. The professors, they're quick to get back to you. They explain things very well.
When there's nothing you'd rather be doing than being yourself. Bismarck State College. Discover the next version of you.
Jimmy Adams back with you at the Armory. 4:04 remaining second half. Mystics have cut the deficit to 10. Peyton Newbern, Connell Parnell, and Calvin Sisk, all three have 16 points for the Wildcats. Gavin Strand now leads the Mystics with 13 points. Isaiah Davis right behind him with 12. And the Wildcats will have the chance to add to that 10-point lead. Thanks for being with us at bscmystics.com. Frierson guarded by Bozeman. Larson can't get it in, but Newbern's there for the rebound. He loses it, but the Wildcats keep it. Parnell inside to Frierson, who is able to finish it. Proctor off the mark. That's rebounded by Caleb Larson. Newbern underhand layup, nice. Nice job by the sophomore from New Hope, Minnesota. Bozeman for three. Yes. Nice job by Bozeman. Freshman from Dayton, Ohio. Alex Proctor has been called for his fourth personal as you watch the replay of that sequence. That's team foul number 6. So from here out, the Wildcats will shoot free throws on any defensive foul. There's an air ball put up by Larson. Bertucci for three. Oh, just off the mark. Rebounded by Frierson. And we move inside, 2 minutes to play. Shot clock inside 10. We have a, I thought we had a whistle, but no, I was hearing things. Parnell on Bertucci. Minutes have a minute 30 to cut into this 11-point deficit, and Garrett Bader loses it, and that will not help the cause. Shot clock at 10. The bounce pass inside the Newbern, but there's a foul call before the shot. Excuse me, they are calling a shooting foul. Garrett Bader called for his first personal, team foul number 7. And Newbern will shoot free throws. Bertucci just missed that rebound, and Ingram got it. That was last touched by the Mystics. And we've hit the 1 minute mark remaining second half. Mystics down by 12. Parnell, shot clock winding down. He gets it off in time. It's a matter of who they say touched it last. They say Ingram touched it last. Bertucci puts it in. Timeout call, Mystics. We're going to keep it here. Let's look at what's coming up for the Mystics. Unlike the Royals, the Mystics have a little time off after tonight. A week from Friday on the 15th, they will board the bus for Coon Rapids, Minnesota, just on the northern outskirts of Minneapolis, to playing a tournament hosted by Anoka Ramsey Community College. On Saturday, they will play that host team at 7 p.m. And on Saturday, we'll play Rochester Community and Technical College at noon. And in both cases, the Mystics women's team is playing just prior to that. The Mystics will finish the year with 3 games in Tucson, Arizona. They will leave on the bus the morning after Christmas. The games will be Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and they will head home after the game Sunday. And we'll welcome in the new year on the bus, likely somewhere in New Mexico, either on Interstate 10 or I-25. And no, there will not be any champagne on the bus. If it was like last year, they're all going to be asleep. About a 25, 26-hour drive straight through. 2 drivers go and take shifts. Our next live stream from the Armory will be on Monday, January 15th, when the Mystics women and men host Dakota College at Botno. The women set to tip off at 5:30, followed by the men. So back to some serious conference action after the first of the year. And this game here tonight is finishing the first 1/3 of the conference schedule for both of these teams. They came in the only 2 teams that had not played their 7th conference game. And we have another timeout called. It looks like the Wildcats have called one. And looks like a full one. We'll take it with them.
My experience taking classes online has been very beneficial. All the professors here on campus are really... My experience taking classes online has been very beneficial. All the professors here on campus are really easy to work with. If someone's thinking about doing instrumentation control, do it sooner than later. Don't put it off. It's definitely something you won't regret. If someone's considering a BSc, I would tell them there again, do it. The faculty's awesome here. The students are great. The professors, they're quick to get back to you. They explain things very well.
.4 seconds remaining here at the Armory. The Wildcats are up by 10, 72-62 on our Buffalo Wild Wings scoreboard. Mystics on desk now, breaking the huddle after this timeout. And close to putting this game in the books. I've seen stranger things. Those of us who have watched basketball for decades have seen big leads overcome. That's not going to help. And Parnell elects not to go to the basket. Eats some time off the clock, and he's fouled by Gavin Strand. That's going to be Strand's second. Team foul number 8.
Calls on Mystics number 10, Strand. His second, Larson at the line.
Caleb Lawson has not been to the line many times this year. He is 4 of 4 coming in. Sophomore from West Fargo, North Dakota. And he stays perfect. Alex Proctor slides. And they call an offensive foul on Gavin Strand. That's his third.
Number 10,
Team foul number 9.
his third.
And 22.5 seconds remain. And it looks like the Mystics will let this clock run out. And our final will be 74-62 in favor of the Wildcats. There's the final buzzer. The Wildcats improved to 13-1 overall, 6-1 in the Mondac, and remain alone in second place. The Mystics fall to 4-7 overall, 1-6 in the Mondac, and are now tied with Williston State for 7th place. Our next live stream from the Armory will be on Monday, January the 15th, when the Mystics men and women host Dakota College of Bottineau. The women set the tip-off at 5:30, followed by the men. I'm Jimmy Adams, and on behalf of everyone here at Bismarck State College, thank you so much for being with us at bscmystics.com, and we hope to have you back here on January 15th at 5:30 p.m. Until then, stay safe and warm, enjoy the holidays, and have a great new year. See you in 2024.